Welcome back to the Ambition Over Fear portal. I'm Atlas Opia, and I help people expand their interdimensional knowledge so they can feel more safe and powerful on Earth as a starseed. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some interesting techniques that you can do with your hand to actually transmute the energy in your field. The truth is, spiritual knowledge is beautiful, and we get led through raising our consciousness so we can have a different perspective towards life and its circumstances. But if you take it a step further, you realize that everything on Earth is a product of energy in the quantum field, because a metaphysical world creates a physical world. So if you can tap into the metaphysical realm and change energy there, you will see a direct result in the physical realm, which gives you more power and influence over what occurs in your day-to-day life. And what I'm here to do, and why this channel exists, is to show you a way you can truly apply the mystical powers of your soul to this human life, so you can play here, and so you can use spirituality as a tool to give you leverage when it comes down to meeting your goals, being in a better state, and truly having a more fulfilling experience on Earth as you come into new realizations of who you are and how to better play in the universe. And if you're back on this channel, or if you're new here, definitely consider subscribing, because every video I put out is not a fluffy approach to a metaphysical topic, but an articulate way for your mind to understand an interdimensional topic so your body can get closer to your higher dimensional consciousness. And so you can create a connection between the powers in your soul and your connection to the universe, and how that plays out in your life. So to jump right into it is first understanding that the way you can take the metaphysical world and apply it to the physical realm as a way to create a long-lasting change is changing your perspective on when and how you can access the metaphysical realm. Now, it is a beautiful thing to meditate. Meditation itself, the habit, has led me to raising my consciousness, and it is what originally gave me the opportunity to open my third eye and really come into myself as a galactic guardian on this planet. But if you have a story in your mind that you can only reach the metaphysical realm and change energy in it when you're in meditation, then you are limiting yourself. You're limiting your ability to practice the art of energy transmutation, no matter where you're at or what's going on. Because the truth is, when a circumstance happens, or a problem arises, or you want to enhance something going on in life, you're there real time. You may not have a moment to sit and take that time for meditation. So what I'm going to show you in this video is how to use your hands as a way to connect the vehicle your soul is in, which is your body, to your higher dimensional consciousness. So you can create a connection that your imagination is how your mind can interpret the information in the quantum field. So remember, it's really about unlearning beliefs that our mind has attached to throughout our lives based on where we're at and what we're told, and allowing our ability to alter the metaphysical realm, be our natural state of existence, so we can see reality as more fluid, so we can understand that, hey, if I'm wanting to protect my energy, if I'm wanting a job interview to go a certain way, or if I'm wanting to help somebody that I see is struggling, that is next to me as I'm walking around or in public, or if I'm wanting to gain information I need for the next step of my life, or if I have a feeling inside of me that I want to know more about. Whenever we have a prompt in life, which is, this is going on and I would like it to turn out this way, this is when you go and realize that if you can see the change happening in your imagination, then it will happen more clearly. But more so, if you can see from your mind how the energy in the metaphysical realm looks, which then creates the result in the physical realm, then your imagination will be much more effective when you're altering energy in that place. Okay? So when you're seeing energy, okay, you're going to see it differently. But here's what I want you to keep in mind. Feel into your auric field, which is the field of energy that is around your body, right? It is a couple inches away from your skin and your physical body. And as you learn more and more about expanding your own consciousness, you'll be able to expand that field out in a greater and greater diameter. But when you can feel into that, okay, and you can imagine that the field looks like almost crisscross, okay, like large waves that go horizontal and then large waves that go vertical, okay? And when you imagine that, sit with it in your system and see how it feels. And then when you're doing that, realize that the field is feminine and the energy you put in the field is masculine. So you can see the field with your imagination, and you can see the energy in the field as balls or orbs of information. Now the whole idea is to just find out how your system needs to see an energy field and the energy in it through your imagination. So you can use your body and go, okay, how does the field around my body look? And how does the energy in my field look? And you can truly feel into that by releasing the idea that it's supposed to look a certain way and realizing that everything around you has an energy field. Okay, the room you're in has an energy field, and there is energy in that field, which then creates a frequency that you feel when you enter the room. So start to find out how you need to see that, and then we're gonna go into the next exercise, okay? Now, whether it's a room you're in, right, or your body, or the field around your manifestations, okay, realize the field is almost like a piece of paper. And then what is in that field is what is drawn on the piece of paper. So I'm going to take you through a couple hand gestures and hopefully create the connection between your imagination and the beautiful power and flexibility that is the quantum field. So you can realize that these things I'm going to show you is something your soul already knows because you're here. So just by the law of reflection, you are at this vibration of what I'm talking about. And if your mind feels on any level with hesitation, it's just you getting an opportunity to re-explain to your mind how reality works, to allow your soul to lead. So whatever field that we're talking about, whether it's your own field or a field in a location, and say you're wanting to move a stagnant energy out, you can feel as if you may have processed an emotion for a while and shown it the respect it deserves, but it's still lingering. Or if you're in a location and you can feel an unwanted energy. So what you do is you first tell your system, hey, mind, body, your job is to make life easier on Earth. We are no longer in a survival period where any time we're outside of our comfort zone, it is a threat of danger. Now we're going to see that being outside the comfort zone, when I signal it, is a demonstration of play and exploration. Because mind and body, you're here to hold my soul. My soul, which is above the body and mind, wants you to let go. And this is what you do when you want to remove a field. When you want to remove an energy out of a field, you realize that your hand is almost a representation of the part of you that is creating in the universe. The part of you that has access to all the information in the universe. That power in your soul that is so abundant that it creates a ripple effect through your life. And even though you may not always feel it, you know it's there. So you can trust and lean into that hope while you're doing this exercise. And you basically want to feel into the energy as you're moving your fingers and then pull it out and release it into the quantum field. Okay, so if you're feeling an energy on you that you may have absorbed from being in public, or something that you need to move beyond, you want to use your fingers to find the energy, and then when you find it, you connect and you pull it out. Okay? And then if you're wanting to bring a specific energy into the energy field of your house, of your own system, you know, say you have a business or an art project that has its own energy field. So everything really is an entity of energy that is intelligent. Okay, now remember, always when you're doing this exercise, however you need to see an energy field and the energy in it is right for you. Trust your imagination. Now to bring an energy in is you first use your fingers to imagine that you're searching the universe for an energy, like a computer, like an intelligent, omniscient computer that knows everything. And when you find the energy you need, you lock on, and then you bring that energy into your body, or into the room, or into a project, or a business venture, whatever you're wanting to enhance. Now, one more thing is if you're wanting to clear an energy field, because sometimes if we feel as if we're very attached to an old story, or if we're trying to bring something new into our lives and we can feel this attachment to the old because we may not accept it and we're judging ourselves for have gone through it in the first place, and there's a lot of clutter in our mind and heaviness. When you do this, right, it's almost like you're wiping everything clean so you can start new. So this is good to do when you wake up, when you're going into a task where you need to focus, because it allows you to clear the whiteboard so you can bring something in. And almost as if when you're building a house, you're wanting to build it on an empty plot of land. Okay? And then one more thing is timeline jumping. Timeline jumping is the understanding that reality is less of a start to finish solidified experience where we can't change anything, and that reality exists on multiple planes of existence, the physical and metaphysical. And when you're in this place, it's about your positioning. Position yourself in your higher dimensional consciousness when you're looking at your life from outside, and you're realizing at any point you can choose a new story, a new trajectory, because whenever you're wanting to manifest something, that particular experience comes with an entire plot of who you meet, what experiences happen, what you feel, what you do. It's like a breadcrumb and trail of energy, right? So our free will is choosing different timelines, choosing different patterns and trajectories of energy. But when you decide you want to create something, in an alternate parallel reality, that thing becomes real through a series of experiences and thoughts and characteristics you develop, and different ways of viewing yourself in the world, different energy that gets imported into your body. But you first have to choose a template of energy and a new version of yourself for it to settle into your actual system. So imagine that, it's almost like you're using social media or on your phone and you're swiping, right? And so now you see your reality is one way. I'm having this experience, this is my past, and this is what I feel in the future. When you do this, and when you're doing it, you imagine that you are really embodying the entire universe and all the powerful beings in it that want to help you, and you're positioning yourself as a creator in your own universe and not a victim of something that is beyond your control. You're the scientist and the experiment. You're the creator and what the creator has created. So in that moment, you swipe to that new trajectory and you imagine that reality moves, and that whole new reality and storyline comes into perspective. Okay? Now definitely remember to practice these things, and whatever comes up in your mind, use your higher self to have a moment where it can help the objections your mind has. Your higher self is a divine mother and a father, guiding, speaking, and protecting the child, which is your body and the mind. So remember what is leading, and don't allow the mind to take full control. Allow it to be submissive and more fluid. And whenever things come up, realize that you already know how to do this, because on a soul level, whether you're an empath or a starseed or an advanced soul that has had reincarnations beyond Earth itself, you have that technology and that potential in you to massively change energy around you. And when you're using your hands, you create a connection between the metaphysical realm and the physical realm, and you allow your mind to make a bridge. Now, if you enjoyed that, I really want you to consider coming to my next online workshop. What I do is I understand where Earth is moving from a spiritual level. I realize that there are star seeds coming into Earth that have a galactic mission. You as a soul may have had a reincarnation as an intergalactic being, and when you were in that life, you had particular tasks and jobs and things you would do to play and help the galactic realms, to help your starseed family, to help planets form, to help starseed systems, ecosystems thrive. And in order for us to fully remember that power and learn how to access that consciousness from this life and merge our highest dimensional reincarnation into where we're at now, so Earth can become more lively, is you have to explain to your mind interdimensional consciousness in a way you can understand. And I'm here to give you an understanding on knowledge you might need to know as a starseed that you may not have thought of yet. And that's my job here. And I really know that knowledge is great, but the application of it is more important. So I've developed a collection of interdimensional skills, which is unique actions you can do in the metaphysical realm, so you could have an effect in the physical realm. If you're wanting to help the universe and build in those higher realms or create something on Earth, it comes from learning how to change energy in the seed dimension. So then what grows in where you want to see it grow actually has an alignment to your intention itself. So interdimensional skills are powerful because it puts you in position where your mind can comprehend how to interact with the metaphysical realm in a more structured, manageable way. It can allow you to organize your own powers, so instead of it coming in spurts, you know, okay, I have these capabilities to do these particular things in the metaphysical realms and expand my psychic abilities. But why am I doing it? How can I harness it? And how can it be organized? And what is it for? So if you're interested in that, definitely send me an email down below, because by the time you watch this, the workshop I'm offering may be different. I host one every month for a very low, reasonable price. And I'd love for you to get the help you deserve by truly understanding that even though you've done this by yourself the whole time, and you may think you don't need the help, you may have called me in as a reflection of your future timeline to give you the information you need. So thank you for being here, and I hope to meet you soon. I hope my videos are helping your journey, and definitely stay in peace and simplicity and power, and realize that just slow down and have fun and adventure into the unknown. All right, bye.